Welcome back to Middlefield Custom Sawmill. Today, I'm trying to clean up a mess. You see these cookies here? These have been sitting here for weeks now, and I have not stickered or stacked or strapped them. And if I don't, they're going to start looking like potato chips pretty soon. You can see here they're already, that one's curling just a little bit. So, here's my stickers. These are stickers down here, and these are 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. They're way too big for that. I use different size stickers for different things. For boards and little cookies, I use stickers that are 7/8 of an inch. So those are 1.5 inches. Those are for slabs. So here you can see the different stickers I use. These are big stickers. They're 1.5 inches. And these are for slabs that are really like 30 inches wide, because you need more air when it's really wide. These are boards, so 1-inch stickers, 7/8 of an inch stickers work real well for them. You can see how much bigger that is than those. But that spaces them out really well, holds the boards nice. You strap them down and they stay good and tight. So that's what I was walking around here today trying to figure out, where am I going to get stickers from, what log? And I came up with this. This is a little hemlock log. And the reason I want to use this is because hemlock dries pretty quick. Oh, I thought that was a nail. I have a thing about nails. Anyway, we're going to use this one. We're going to cut it this way first. You know, go all the way across, live edge, stand it up, cut it again. And that will make stickers, so let's go to it. so I made all my cuts. The bottom piece here is 1 5/8 inch thick because you can only go down to 1 inch. I figured leave it at 2 by 4 thickness. And I guess I'm ready to stand these up. The first thing I'll do is saw the 1 5/8, and I'm just going to cut it into a board of some sort. I'll just, trim the top and the bottom, whatever size it is, it is. Oh, ring shake. That's not good. See that? That's ring shake. And hemlock is known for ring shake. That's kind of a sticker all by itself, huh? Hey, live edge stickers. Wow. That too. Oh, another live edge sticker. Oh, a long live edge sticker. And then this is the 1 5/8 inch thick, which is also ring shake at the top, but I'm going to just cut that off. Alright, we got one good board so far. It's got some wane on a couple edges over there, but it's not bad. Right here there's some, and right here there's some. That's okay. It's a good solid board. Really? My GoPro overheated. Okay, well, the camera cooled down, even if I haven't. I don't know right where it cut off, but I'll figure it out when I'm editing. Anyway, I was doing some stuff. I cut up some of the stickers. nice and short like I need them. There's some more there. And then we've got the last boards up here on the mill. And about to cut them down into stickers too. So you can see it's just, it's 4 more hemlock boards. Just turning them into stickers. Alright, well, there's my stickers. That's the long ones. And the short ones are over there. And now I gotta do some stackering here with these cookies. I'll bring it back when that's done, because that's just downright boring. For all the people who kept telling me they wanted to take some of this firewood. Yeah, it's firewood now. Finally cleaned it up, and the swamp has been drained, so it's looking better back here. It's still a mess. I gotta clean up so much stuff. Oh, it's like cleaning up after kids, you know, except it's me. Okay, so there they are, the little stickers. Now, if you're wondering why I use big stickers and little stickers, these big ones here and these little ones up here, it's just to get more air through. When you're doing boards, you don't want a lot of, these are thin, okay? You can see they're nice and straight, but they're thin. So you don't need an 1.5 inch sticker. This pile would be 3 times as high. But when it's big slabs that are that wide, then you need a big sticker so you can get air through. So it's just for airflow. That's why I use 2 different size stickers. You can see that log there. That's got the 1.5 inch. That log there has 7/8 because it's a smaller log. It's not as wide. This is much wider. So, oh, this is mulberry here. I want to show you something with mulberry. This stuff, it loves to twist. Look under this board that I just threw up on top. Look at how warped that top piece is. It's touching down there. There's a gap here, you can see there, and it's touching here. Mulberry warps so bad. If you don't tie this stuff real tight, it'll warp like a pretzel. There's my thoughts for the day. You know, I didn't know how to dry wood before I started doing this. I learned by doing. I learned from my Amish buddies. They've got some good advice. This bowl drying stuff is awesome. This works really well, especially here with these things, because now they're strapped down to a skid. I can just grab the whole skid and move them wherever I want. And I can take these boards that are there if I wanted, put them over here on this part of the skid, and, you know, move everything. I mean, it makes stuff easy. The whole idea is to make it easy to move around when you have to move somewhere else to dry, like in a kiln. You know, I could put that whole thing in a kiln. Anyway, Thanks for listening to my nonsense. Hope you enjoyed the video. Come back again next time. Later. The crows and the hawks are fighting.